This week, everything changed. The courts just pushed back against the harshest immigration orders in 2025. They stopped deportations, protected U.S.-born kids, blocked Trump's refugee ban. For hundreds of thousands of immigrant families, this is a moment of hope, but it's also a signal to stay alert. Let's break down what just happened, who's protected, and why the fight is far from over. Birthright citizenship just survived for now. In a major legal showdown, a federal judge ruled against the Trump administration's attempt to deny U.S. citizenship to children born on American soil to undocumented parents. The case, Barbara versus Trump, resulted in a nationwide injunction. The ruling confirmed the 14th Amendment still protects birthright citizenship. These children are U.S. citizens. No agency or state can take that away. This wasn't just legal. It was personal for millions of families raising U.S.-born kids under the fear that their rights would be erased. The Constitution won, for now. TPS protections temporarily saved in 3 court battles. Venezuelans. The Ninth Circuit stopped Trump's attempt to end TPS for over 350,000 people. The court recognized Venezuela's crisis and ruled that deportation would be inhumane. Afghans. The Fourth Circuit protected TPS for Afghan nationals, citing the moral responsibility the U.S. has toward those who supported American troops and missions during the war. Haitians. A federal judge in Seattle blocked the termination of TPS for over 100,000 Haitians, referencing violence and instability in Haiti. These aren't future decisions. They've already happened. These court rulings give TPS families a pause from fear, but not permanent peace. Refugee ban blocked nationwide. Another major win. A federal court just struck down Trump's executive order that banned legally vetted refugees from entering the U.S. The court ruled clearly. If a refugee passes the legal background check, they must be admitted. The executive branch cannot override immigration law with politics. This decision restores order to the refugee process and protects some of the most vulnerable people worldwide. But these wins are not permanent. Over 500,000 immigrants are affected by these rulings. TPS holders, U.S.-born children, asylum seekers, they've been given temporary relief. But the DOJ has already filed appeals. That means these protections may go to the Supreme Court. They could be overturned with one ruling. This fight is far from over. DUI equals deportation. Quiet bill threatens thousands. Behind the scenes, a new bill called the Protect Our Communities from DUIs Act is gaining support in Congress. This bill would make any DUI charge a deportable offense, even for green card holders. Apply to first-time, nonviolent DUIs. Allow ICE to detain and deport after a simple traffic stop. This is already happening in some states. If you're facing DUI charges, even without conviction, talk to an immigration lawyer immediately. One mistake can now cost you your future. What you should do right now: don't get comfortable. These court wins are not permanent. Renew your TPS or work permits as early as possible. Avoid risky travel, especially international trips. Stay in contact with a trusted immigration attorney. Watch the appeals closely. Your status may depend on it. Preparation equals protection. Supreme Court showdowns ahead. The next battle is already underway. Birthright citizenship, TPS, refugee entry, all could be decided by the Supreme Court in the coming months. One decision could undo everything. Final words. Yes, this week brought hope, but it also brought a warning. The courts can defend your rights, but they're not always the final word. Stay ready, stay informed, and don't wait for another crackdown to take action. These legal battles could shape immigration for the next generation. Like this video, share it with your community, and subscribe to USA Alert Zone so you never miss a critical update.